sleeping bag. My night. Charlie's already asleep. And we're all packed up. We didn't get much of a diary update yesterday. But on a run, after we stepped out the helicopter at 89 degrees 00 minutes, we set up camp straight away. But unfortunately, I didn't get much sleep because I was still getting used to, completely sunlight all night long, even though I had an eye mask. I was still getting used to sunlight all night long, and I was also busy taking photos, getting some first night photos. And amazing last night. Last night it was sunny. Last night when we went to bed, with not much wind, and sunny in the morning with not much wind. Rather nice, really. We woke up to a chilled, pretty chilled -22 in the tent, having drifted 1.3 nautical miles closer to the pole overnight. We woke up at 89:01 minutes, which was nice, really. And it took us 2.5 hours to get ready in the morning, which was quicker than expected. We were expected to do about 3 hours, and we're going to cut it down. Hopefully there's my camera hanging. We had a bit of drying in the tent this evening. Hopefully cut it down to 1.5 hours, Charlie reckons, by the end of the trip. We were ready to leave at 8:30, but we had a bit of conflicting issues with compasses. Everybody couldn't agree on our compass bearing to set off on GPS bearing, but we left at 8:45. We set off and arrived at our first ridge after about 10 minutes without Charlie, who was slightly behind. So we spent a while searching for a route, and at that point I found some very thin ice, about 1 inch thick, and cracked through the water, which was amazing. Charlie gets there straight away, and we head straight over, and he finds a route straight away. After that we had a very good day, and no big leads and ridges until 20 minutes after the fourth break, which was our fifth march, where we hit a great big ridge field. It took us approximately 1 hour to move 1 nautical mile. Unfortunately as well, David had a bit of issues with his ankle, so we were a bit slower this afternoon. He was in a bit of pain, so I'm sure he's giving it a good rest this evening. But we found an area for camp, and the day drew to a close, we covered 9.1 nautical miles today. So we arrived at 89 degrees 10 minutes, which is exactly 50 nautical miles from the pole. But when we were doing the GPS this evening, we drifted about 50 metres northeast towards the pole in 10 minutes, which was pretty amazing. We had a good evening tent routine, the usual bit of badminton and tufting from Daddy and I. I forgot a balaclava, which I needed in bed because I got a bit cold even with a fleece liner last night, and a chili con carne supper. A nice nightcap from Daddy too. But a very good day, and good on the calories, which I will tell you about tomorrow.